Greetings, Wyslouch here. This week's musical tip is as follows. Practice your major arpeggios. What's a major arpeggio? Well, take a major chord, say a C major. Then you play the notes broken up. Instead of playing them all together like a chord, play them one at a time. C, E, G. You know that sound. What's nice about arpeggios? Well, you can outline chords melodically. So when people talk about playing over chord changes, well, you could just play the arpeggios, the chords broken up, and it'll sound like you're playing chord changes in a melodic fashion. Alright, so now we have to practice this on the guitar. There's the technical aspect, and then there's the applying it to music. To apply it to music, I want to do the tune Salty Dog Blues, which I got from Flat and Scruggs. The chords are as follows. G, E major, A major, D major, back to G major. Same thing over and over. Awesome. Now we're going to play each one of those chords as arpeggios. So we're going to play a G major arpeggio, E major arpeggio, A major arpeggio, D major arpeggio. Let's get the technical parameters set though. Let's say, for example, I want to play between frets 2 and 6. I find the lowest root possible within that fret area. I start from that lowest root. So for a G major, I would start on the 3rd fret of the lowest E string. E major, I'd start on the lowest root, which because we're between frets 2 and 6, would be on the 2nd fret of the D string. Go below 2. A major, 5th fret on the low E. D major, 5th fret on the A. Cool. So they're all different fingerings for the same major arpeggio structure. How do we practice it? Well, let's take quarter notes and let's play each arpeggio starting from the lowest root possible going up. If we get to the top of the position and we still have time, maybe we can bring it down too. Here's what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was starting on the lowest root possible between frets 2 and 6 of each chord as it changes, playing the arpeggio. If you'd like these specific fingerings and positions that I'm using for each arpeggio, I have a very nice PDF file that you can get access to by becoming a patron on my Patreon page. There are several different tiers on my Patreon page. Please go check it out. I'd love for you to be part of my community. We like to talk about music. We like to exchange ideas. It'd be great to see you there. I could just continue this pattern of practicing. Now, instead of the lowest root, what if we start on the lowest third of each chord for these arpeggios, using the same position? So we really just want to master that between frets 2 and 6 on the guitar. Starting on the thirds, going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Start on the fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4. You do these structured things a little bit, then maybe you could start combining it. Maybe make it sound a little more musical, a little more melodic. You're going up an arpeggio, and then maybe you see the next chord coming up, and you see those arpeggio notes lighting up with the next chord. You string that arpeggio together with the other one. Now if you connect some of these arpeggio shapes with some cool little licks, some cool vocabulary appropriate to whatever style you're playing in, the improvisational possibilities and melodic possibilities really start opening up. You can start doing this with eighth notes. You can practice these all going down instead of all going up, right? You be the judge, you explore, you find it. Now you got the tools, you can do a different region of the guitar neck. I hope that gives you some insight on practicing arpeggios, practicing notes that are very applicable to specific chords that are happening. We've got weekly musical tips every week, every Friday. Please become a part of our Patreon family. We've got nice PDFs, nice transcriptions coming out every month. I'd love to see you there. Thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel, and see you next week.